EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. To start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. 1st down, Titans.
They'll run here with Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, it's Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big blue.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Let's go!
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott steps away. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked
Oh,
off by the safety, Kenny
let's
Vaccaro.
go. Come on, ain't no way that lineman gonna catch me.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board first here tonight. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swinging. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken. Now a hit and a loose football. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
First down throw for Prescott. And now this is
get off me and let's go to the
My
house.
goodness. Picked off at the 15.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now increase here as he's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. 3rd and long for Prescott. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Prescott now from the 50. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Elliott. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh my,
this
are
will
you
be caught
serious?
about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score Cowboys 13. Titans.
Like I said, nobody game play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Stop. Turn around.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the 2nd half of a game.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. First down carry for Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
23 yards on the play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Prescott on first down. Flush to his right.
Yeah.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Keep giving it to him. Come on, keep giving it to him. Let's go.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack there by Tyrone Crawford shooting in to make the play.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Oh, I'm out here.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's got room. Derrick Henry all alone. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
I hate kicking these field goals.
Steven Gostkowski is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting.
Vada balling right now. Let me go see what.
On my level. On my level. Come on! Hey! Jay Smitty. Shouts out to Sub-Zero. Matty fucking nice. Appreciate y'all. Thomas with another 500. Tug, he say. Tug, he say. Hey, hold up. Let's talk. We got motherfucking talk. 530 exotic. 530 exotic. Hey, not 50 stars, Jay Brown. 530 exotic. And pull up that expensive. Hold up. We gotta talk. We definitely finna talk. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Who is that? Oh. Let's get the wolves in the building. Jay Brown, hold up. We just now getting this bitch cranking early. Let's get the wolves in the building. Jay Brown, another 50. Matty Ice, a thou. Ice up haters. Millie Mill, a thou. Front line, AP, 100 stars, Jay Brown, 350 from Lee motherfucking Cruz. Lee motherfucking Cruz. Appreciate the GOAT love, hold up. Shouts out to Millie Mill. Jay Moss. Shouts out to Frontline Jay Moss. He come in the building with a thumb out. The trigonometrists, Frontline shit. They come in the building. Did I say get a hashtag wolf? Well, we got to make the wolf holler. Do we got to make the wolf holler before we get a motherfucking hashtag wolf? Jonathan Brown, 50 star trigonometry. RJ Best, Jay Smitty, 50 stars. Said, do I got to make the wolf holler? Hey, appreciate the third round, Dan. Frontline Millie motherfucking Mill. Vince the motherfucking gamer. My motherfucking brother. Big Vince in here. Shouts out to the trigonometrists. 50 stars, Jay Smitty 50. Millie Mill, G.O. with a motherfucking 1,000.
I don't watch the boy squad. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I support the kid. I have to take a little hour off. I'm gonna take an hour off, so I'll be right back with y'all.